All right, I am so excited to be on the line today with Kajiel. I call her Kajiel, but then I found out she got like 50 different nicknames. And so I'm going to stick with Kajiel today. I had the pleasure of meeting her a few years ago, and she has such a gentle soul and is such a beautiful person. And on top of that, she took advantage of the opportunity to be a part of the pilot group that went through LoveWalk. And so before we dive into all of that, Kajiel, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your marriage.
Well, I'm about to be 29 years old.
Okay.
And I'm excited for that. My husband, he's 29 now. He's getting ready to turn 30, and he's on the other side. He's like, it's not fun. But I'm all excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to turn 30.
I will tell you, with each decade, your confidence in who you are as a person and a woman, it just blossoms. I'm telling you, it gets better and better. So don't let them slow down your grind. You good.
I tell my sisters now, because everybody, all the young people now, everybody want to get like tattoos super early. I told my sister I'm gonna get my first tattoo when I turn 50.
Okay, that's what I did. I got my first tattoo when I turned 52. Yeah, when I turned 50, I got a tattoo.
Look, that made me feel more.
Yeah, that's when I got my first one, when I turned 50 this year. Hilarious, but yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look, I'm gonna have to tell her. It's somebody else, it's not just me.
Yes.
But I've known my husband for 15 years now. We met when I was 14, getting ready to turn 15, and he was 16 already. And I didn't know at the time. I thought he was like 2 years or so older than me, and I was like, I can't date him because he's too old. But our birthdays is really 11 days apart. So his birthday is June 1st, and then my birthday is June 12th.
Okay.
So we've been together. I mean, we've known each other for 15 years. We've been together for 10 years. Okay. And we've been married for 5 years.
Okay, that's awesome. So y'all were childhood. Were y'all sweethearts, or y'all were just knowing each other then?
We were sweethearts. It just was like an off and on thing.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll leave it there.
Right. Well, one, because I would always go back and forth to. I would come back to Milwaukee, and now I'm like, long distance. No, we don't do that. Just let that go, and then if I come back, then I come back, and then that'll be that. We got married in 2015. We had our first child, Rosie, in 2015. So we have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
Okay. Yes. You all are at those lovely years of where it all happens so quickly because there's so much going on.
And you get to learn everybody's personality right about now.
Yeah.
And you get to see all of your personalities inside of them.
That is true. All right, so tell me a little bit about your impression of the I'm the Good Thing book. Tell me what you thought about it.
Well, my very first impression, like as soon as I took it out the envelope, I was like, "Ooh, thank God it's not that long," because I don't like reading it too much. I was like, "Ooh, thank God it's a little short." But my impression of the book was, it was very, very. Just like reading a few pages, I was like, okay, this is going to be good, one. And I was like, it has some gems in here, some stuff that I can really use and apply to my marriage. And so it just got me like truly excited. I'm like, okay, well, I know that I can finish this. I can go through this. I wanted to read it, I wanted to read it that day. when I got it, but you had instructions to wait, so I was being patient and following instructions. But I was excited. I was excited to see what was in there and soak up all the knowledge.
Yeah, and so I know one of the things that you and I talked about is that you're not an avid reader, and the fact that it sounds like the bite-sized chunks of it being just a little bit each day kind of makes it palatable for you.
Yes. It's like the devotionals, and I was like, that was really good for me. And I was like, I could just read a little bit, and I could take away, little is more, less is more. So I could just take that little bit, and then it could just, soak in my mind all day, and I can like, I could just think about it a lot more than just reading that whole thing, and I'll probably just spit it out because it didn't take.
Okay, that's good to hear, because I tried to make it in bite-sized chunks and tackle a topic, and I'm really glad to hear your feedback, because that was the intention. Especially because my recommendation was to start your day with this, so that you could kind of reflect on it as you went through the day, and kind of, evaluate yourself against what you read and the goals you set and the affirmations and all of that. It kind of stuck with you, you kept coming back to it.
Yes, it did. It was great.
Okay, cool. And so tell me a little bit about how you felt the LoveWalk piece went with the book, right? Because in my mind, what I tried to create was the book can stand alone, right? You don't need the marriage accountability. You don't need the group of people coming together. You don't need those aspects. You could just take the book and you could take that journey. But what did you think was different about being a part of LoveWalk and actually having the marriage accountability piece?
Well, for me, I absolutely needed the LoveWalk. Like, I was so happy to be a part of it, and I absolutely loved it. Just being on there and with the other wives and listening to them and getting their perspectives and seeing the thing, being able to get a little insight of see the things that they went through or going through, on the things that you are going through or they went through. And for me, it was so helpful. Okay. Like, I loved it. I loved being on that phone with you guys and talking everything out, like even the pages and just the stories and all that. I appreciated it so much. Yeah. I took so much away from it. I feel like it's needed. All wives need that just to get it out and like talk through it and find other solutions. Like, we all need that.
Yeah, we do, because a lot of times we feel like we're alone. And then we feel like something wrong with us. So we don't want to say something, because I don't want nobody to know I think this way, or I don't want nobody to know that, we may not need to handle our money together, or we may not need, and so when you start talking to other people, then you can realize, okay, I ain't tripping. I have a network of people that I can tap into. And just so you know, I've been thinking about it, and I think we need to figure out how to keep the group going and meet every so often, because I do think it will be helpful as a touch point to figure out how to keep some longevity there. So more to come, stay tuned. But thank you for being a part. So any other wisdoms from the book, anything else you want to share, anything top of mind that you thought about that you were like, oh, if I could just tell somebody this?
It will be to listen to what your spouse is saying and listen to what your spouse is not saying. Like, just words of wisdom, like to just sit there, and because it was somewhere in the book where it was like, when we have disagreements or stuff like that, and we react off of what the person is saying or how they are saying it. We don't really listen to what they're trying to say. And I feel like that has helped me so much with my communication in my marriage, because I'm not really a good listener. I have to say that. I'm not really a good listener. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna speak on that, what you just said right there. Then I'm gonna speak on that, and I'm gonna speak on that. But I'm not really taking in what that person is trying to say. And I had to learn that I had to really listen and really tell myself, okay, we are trying to accomplish the same thing. So let me be a better listener so that I can help us get there.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's awesome advice, because that actually makes the biggest difference between day by day by day. And I just think about so many relationships now where everybody got to stay home and, mm-hmm. and everybody got to stay in, and, people are sensitive, attitude flaring, blow-ups are happening, and many times it's because we react, like you said, as opposed to really just taking a minute and be like, okay, hold up. I could tell there's other issues going on right now, and it's not me.
Right. I've truly like appreciated the group so much. And the book itself, like when I was reading it, like I said, I'm not really a big reader, but when I was reading it, and after just like reading the first few pages, and I seen how great it was, I was like, okay, me and him both need to be reading it. So I'll still continue to read the book, but I'll make sure he was around when I was reading it. I'm like, so it says, make sure I read it out loud so we both.
I think that's good. Now I'll share this with you. Before I sent it out to everyone for the pilot, I actually gave a copy to Chuck to read, because up until that point, he had not seen it. And when he read it, I could just tell that he just got so much exposure to things that was really going on with me. And I thought I was communicating well, but he discovered things about me. And so even if it's not so much him reading it, you talking about your reflections with him, and you talking about like the goals that you're setting with him, will always be a valuable conversation to have. Absolutely. And make sure it's good to say, okay, we made it through the 30 days, but keep going back to it, and picking it up and reviewing it. Oh my goodness, this was good. We could go on all day, but I appreciate you stealing away from your babies and jumping online to have this conversation with me.
Thank you so much for creating this, creating the group, creating the book. I appreciate it. My marriage is going to be the better from this. Oh. So I thank you so much.
God, that's priceless, Kajiel. That is really priceless. Oh my goodness, girl. You ain't gonna have me crying on here, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.